What's up, y'all? I'm out here on the range on another cold, cloudy day. As you can see, I don't have any testing or anything real serious planned today. I'm just gonna have a little fun with a new tool I picked up. Now, y'all know I've got a few things chambered in some pretty big calibers, but I believe if Tiny Tim was on the hunt for a hand cannon, this right here would be the one for him. Small but mighty. All right, y'all, let's take us a quick look at this little thing and then I'll set us up some more fun stuff out there. So what we're looking at here is the North American Arms Mini-Master mini revolver chambered in 22 Magnum. Now, those of y'all who've watched my channel for a while, y'all know I've got one of these little NAA Minis already. It's chambered in 22 LR. It was the one that came in the big cowboy belt buckle. I'll leave a link if y'all hadn't checked that one out. But after I got that, I thought it was so neat. I was going to start collecting them, get a few different ones of them, and I just never got around to it. I've had the things up higher on the list that I wanted to get before that. So this one right here caught my eye though. Arguably, this is probably the most impractical one. I have no problem admitting that. So of course, it's the one I wanted to get. 4-inch, like it's got that style of a hand cannon. It's got the faux kind of vented rib up here. It's not all the way through, but it does have the cutouts up there. All stainless construction. It's got a 4-inch barrel on this little thing. So definitely not practical as far as what these things are meant to be for. Deep concealment, really small, and this thing is definitely not small with the 4-inch barrel. Now, I personally think these little NAAs are pretty much novelties. They can serve the purpose if need be, and that's what you have to use, but for me, they're just a novelty. They're just a range toy, something for my collection. As you can see, this one's actually got a nice set of 3-dot sights on it. You can see in the rear there and in the front. Now, both of them look like they could be drifted for windage, but definitely no kind of elevation adjustment on them. Now, the grips on this one are different from my little 22 LR also. They are quite a bit bigger, and it's like a rubberized feeling plastic, and as you can see, even with my big hands, I can still get 2 fingers on it, so it's pretty neat to be able to get a decent hold on this thing. Now, don't get me wrong, all the rest of your hands and fingers are out there searching for their place in the world, so it's still not optimal grip by any means. As you can see, it does have an exposed trigger on it, no kind of trigger guard at all. That's because this thing is single action only, and it's a pretty heavy pull on it. So single action only, you do have a half cock to take your cylinder out for loading purposes and stuff, and then full all the way back there. Now, as far as the trigger pull on it, again, it is a heavy trigger. It's single action only. You can see there's no kind of take up, obviously. And it's really, if you can get down on the bottom of it, it's not nearly as heavy as you might think, like some of those Bond arms. If I was guessing, if you can get down on the bottom of it, I don't know, it's probably not more than about 5 pounds, 4 or 5 pounds. Really, I say it's heavy, but I guess it's more awkward than heavy. Now, this one's also got a pretty neat ejector rod on it. It's kind of hidden, not really hidden, but it kind of blends into the frame there, as you can see. So you want to half cock the thing there, you pull this down and rotate it, and then your ejector rod just pulls right on out. Just like that, and then your cylinder comes out, and as you can see, it's a 5-round, and then you can use your ejector rod to get your spent cases out when you're done. And then one last thing I want to mention about it, those of y'all not familiar with these little NAA Minis, they've got little notches in between your chambers here. That's so you can rest your hammer, and you can actually have all 5 rounds in here. So what you'll want to do is kind of pull it back there, and this is going to be tricky on camera. It's probably not going to be able to show y'all, but you basically get in between your cylinders, line it up with that notch, and then it falls right down in the notch there. And you can see I'm not resting on a chamber or on a round, so it's completely safe to carry it with all 5 in the cylinder. So that's about all there is to say about this little thing. Again, I just got this thing for fun as part of my collection. I don't expect any kind of tremendous great accuracy or anything out of it. I'm just going to have some fun with it out here. As far as what you get with it, it comes in a cardboard box, but they always give you these lock boxes, these steel little lock boxes, so that's a good little addition. As far as the ammo I'm running here, that was the Maxi Mags, that first one there. Those seem to be pretty good. I have run a few rounds beforehand just to see where I was at. Those seem to be grouping pretty decent. I've got some Arms Core here, some Norma hollow point, some Game Point. This is the soft point, jacketed soft point CCI, and then the 30 grain VMAX. All right, y'all, I'm down here a little bit closer than I normally am. I'm at the 7-yard mark here. I'm normally at the 10. I just ain't feeling real confident with this little thing just yet, so give myself all the chance I can get. But let's see, I've got 5 of these CCI Maxi Mags loaded up, the JHPs. And here at this 7-yard target, I got that little sticker. I'm just gonna see where my point of impact is. Again, I'm not looking for any kind of incredible accuracy with this thing. I'm just gonna see what it does here. A little bit high. There we go. Wants a 6 o'clock hole, looks like. Yeah, see, I'm used to about half in it. There we go. Definitely wants a 6. There we go. Was that all 5? I think that was all 5, wasn't it? Or was that 4? Yeah, that was all 5 of them. So far, so good. As you can see, I got 3 of them right about where I wanted them to be. 2 of them, I knew I pulled them high. I'm used to kind of cutting my target in half, and this definitely wants a 6 o'clock hole. All right, I got a few oranges to try to pop with this little thing. I'm gonna use one as a tester first with this same CCI Maxi Mag, the HP's varmint rounds, they call them. See if I can manage to get this thing, y'all. I got him. It wasn't a direct hit, but I got him pretty good, I believe. All right, I got it set back up. Let's see if I can finish it off. I believe that's about as good as I'm gonna get that one. All right, I got it filled back up with those same CCI Maxi Mags. I'm gonna go out here to the 25 or the 22 from where I'm standing here. See if I can put some of these on the steel. If I can just put them on the steel, I'll be happy. I ain't really caring about placement on this. I think I hit the very top out there, looks like. I moved that one down purposely. Five out of 5 at 22 yards with this little thing right here. I am definitely not complaining about that. All right, y'all, I got us a couple of tomatoes set up here now, and I'm about probably 4 yards now. I've got 2 different rounds here. I've got the 40 grain Norma hollow point, and then I've got that 30 grain VMAX behind it. So we'll see if these make any difference between the two. I'm sure there'll be some kind of difference, but if these explode pretty good, we may not even be able to tell. Let's try the one on the right first. I don't know if I just skinned that or if it just zipped right on through. Looks like a little bit of both there. I didn't get it right in the center, but it did zip right on through there. I expected a little more excitement than that out of tomatoes since they got so much water, but I guess not. Let's move on to that one with this Norma here, and then we'll come back to that other one. See what this does. Much better on that one. All right, let's see if we can finish that first one off. I got it spiced up a little bit to help it, so if I can manage to put this where it needs to be, it's getting ready to get messy, y'all. That's definitely more like it. All right, y'all, this time I got something a whole lot tougher. I got what they had labeled as a dry coconut. So I'm not a coconut expert, but I'm assuming it's just gonna be solid filled and very dense. So let's see what it does, y'all. If it don't do anything worth anything, then I'll spice it up and we'll get it to do something in the end. That thing said dry coconut. I know y'all just seen all that water come out of that thing. All right, I just realized what they probably meant by dry coconut. They're probably talking about the husk there, not the actual inside. So go ahead and talk some smack down in the comments that I don't know nothing about coconuts. But I did get a good hit on it. As you can see, it went in right there, split it, busted it open, and I believe that right there is an exit hole from it. All right, y'all, even though we managed to pop that thing open, I believe it's still got some entertainment value left to it. So I actually shoved an orange back there in the cavity, and then I got some spice on the front there. So this should be pretty interesting if I can get this one here. It might have been interesting, but all I saw was a flash of light. All right, y'all, as fun as it is blasting stuff to pieces out here, as you can probably see, the sun never was able to fight its way out, so the temperature's dropping out here fast. I'm gonna go one last boom boom here, and then I'm packing it up. Let's see what we can do here, y'all. I noticed they've been pretty sparkly today, not too bad of an ending. All right, y'all, I'm calling it right there for a really fun first outing with the North American Arms Mini Hand Cannon. Again, like I mentioned, these little North American Arms are nothing but novelties, just range toys for me. They're a lot of fun. I think they're a neat little thing to collect, but I definitely don't take them serious. As far as the accuracy, this is plenty accurate for me out of something like this because, again, it's just going to be a range toy. Now, don't get me wrong, a 22 Magnum out of a 4-inch barrel is nothing to sneeze at, but just being the form factor that it is, it's more of just a novelty, like I say, a range toy for me. It did function absolutely perfect out here, as y'all saw. No kind of malfunctions, no light primer strikes, nothing like that. Again, as far as the accuracy, plenty good enough accuracy for what this is for me. But let me know what y'all think about it. Do any of y'all out there actually have one of these? Do you have this longer version like this, or do you maybe have a shorter one, maybe in 22 LR, something that you carry as a primary or a backup? Let me know down in the comments what your experience is. If you enjoyed the video, reach down and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you got your notifications turned on so you get notified when I upload new stuff. Like I always remind you, check out those affiliate links in the video description. Anything you buy after hitting up those links down there, I get a kickback from them towards the channel, so I really do appreciate that. Again, a big thanks to all my Range Gang members and every single one of y'all for supporting the channel. Had a lot of fun with this little thing out here today, but it is getting cold, so I'm headed out of here. Lots of good stuff headed your way, so be on the lookout. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.